Right, welcome back to part 4 of the investigation. And just occurred to us like that you have the spice mining idea in that Dune story. Spice mining. So you're bringing together the two concepts of spice and mining. Right? So you know what I mean? This is all transcode, end of. Spice mines. And interestingly, that Sion Phillips is in it now, like what I was looking at in another video. So, spice mining, end of, it's all trans, isn't it? Trans metaphors and chemical, of course. And Fremen, they call them the Fremen, the Freemasons, end of, like, innit? The Guild, totally Masonic as, right? So again, referring to the spice is basically the trans end of. A powerful and mildly addictive drug. Yeah, I was trying to think of the name of that song before, right? With a hump idea, like the camels. The humps idea, like my lady bumps, like that black eyed peas and that, right? Of course, the tub, like the tubal cane. Yeah, this song was like it was a successful song and all at the time, and that seems a bit African, that Chumbawamba or something. Nice to think like what's all about, like like the lyrics and all this, right? Basically what it's about. Like the type of lyrics in it. It's about what is it? Lyrics is like he drinks a lager drink, he drinks a whiskey drink and stuff like this. It's basically taking a piss, right, out of a natural person who is basically not taking their type of medicine, right? Not on the trans medicine and sort of drinking alcoholic drinks in an effort to sort of, reach a different consciousness or something like that. So you change their type of thinking and all this. And this is basically taking a piss out of natural people, see? It's like sort of saying we're never going to do anything through that, you know. You know what I mean? You're never going to change your consciousness through drinking that stuff, because you're not a proper tea drinker like us. That's what it's basically saying in that. So again, basically knocking against the naturals, hating the natural people. That sort of superiority type of idea what they have, see? Like a one-upmanship on natural people and that. Always what it's about. There's one to tease you with it, you know what I mean? No glasses disguise. But look at how masculine the face looks and all that, end of like, innit? Fucking tease. And there you go, Like the kid, the male is in the camp stance. And the female one's got the boxing gloves on, see? See what I'm saying? Camp guys. Talk tea drinkers, see? Also with that tub thumping idea, right? It becomes something like as simple as this, right? Tub thumping, like the bongo drums, right? Like knocking out a simple rhythm. And like you make people dance to it and all that. African bongo drums. And these are used in like voodoo stuff and all that, right? Like voodoo rituals and all that. So it's like this type of idea to knock out this rhythm and make the sort of scum dance to the rhythm and all that, right? Like this idea about African voodoo drums, right? It's used in the sort of voodoo rituals, And again, it's got a trans connection, this stuff, right? It's all to do with trans. And there's James Armstrong and Travis Nepper, like voodoo drum set. The Divine Horseman, So as you can see, it's all to do with the same thing. Maya the illusion, right? They use this type of very primitive idea of banging drums and knocking out a drum rhythm, as a sort of control technique, like a hypnosis and control type of thing, right? This is a very interesting movie from 1966 called Plague of the Zombies, right? It basically demonstrates like what I'm talking about here, right? And it's all about voodoo and that, right? They're a very interesting type of metaphor, right? For mind control stuff and all that, right? Bear in mind, right, that this type of zombie thing, right, the zombie thing, which is very popular nowadays, basically originated out of the African voodoo idea, right? You watch the early type of zombie stories that they made in around about 1930s and that. They're all set like in Africa and all this, because it sort of comes out the voodoo idea. As you can see, all occurred there, the Hammer, the Seven. Yeah, yeah. And it says like the story is the inhabitants are dying from mysterious plague, right? And, of course, you always have a Sir James in these ideas, like the Hebrew is always called a Sir James type of thing, And, John Martinus, the recently deceased man, right? And that's an interesting thing, the manor house owned by Squire Clive Hamilton. And this sort of the Squire Clive Hamilton is an upper class aristocrat, and he's the one who's doing using the voodoo, right? And bringing back like dead bodies and that to run a tin mine, right? A tin mine. So you've got all the ideas again, like spices and mines and all this, right? And what he does, right, in this movie is he's got like a load of African servants and that, right, who play bongo drums, right? Practice Haitian voodoo rituals as well as black magic. Yeah, that's why they call it black magic, right? Haitian voodoo. And so they see like this upper class aristocrat work in this movie. See, he's got like a load of Africans in the voodoo ceremony that transform into one the walking dead, right? So again, it's the hidden ideas about transformation and all this, right? Very interesting movie as a metaphor, like for the idea, right? You regard with the Haitian voodoo, right? You see how you got the word hate in that, right? Hate, it's just simple as like love and hate, right? Um, through a process of syncretism, combining different beliefs in various schools of thought. Well, that's basically what they use, right? That's what he's teaching us, basically use syncretism. They use all aspects of different religions and what have you. They didn't just use one, right? So you see what I mean? So apparently, like an African religion's different than Roman Catholicism, but it's not. It's basically the same thing, right? It's the same thing with a different face and mask on, right? Yeah, or servitors, see, servants, right? Very interesting stuff in this one, right? And again, you've got ideas like nations, transcendent creator Bondi. So the idea of bonding metals or alchemy, chemicals or metals together, right? Bonding. See, Grand Met. Like the Baphomet or the, we call it, metaphors idea, the bond. So always the same stuff, the man brewer. The priestess is a man brewer, saying a man. That's what these ones are, you know, men. Ungan. Them's the opposite way, them's FTMs. See what I mean? There we go, the mention of the old Freemasonry. Yeah, out in Africa and all that with the Roman Catholicism, eh? Again, here's the diaspora again. Haitian diaspora in the United States, like the AIDS, the diaspora. So of course the diaspora is a big idea. Spread the tea drinkers all around the world and what have you, right? Misunderstood religions. Because they don't understand it's basically trans, right? Interesting, right? When you had that hippies movement in the US, San Francisco, right, in the sort of late 60s, the Haight-Ashbury idea. You know, if you've ever seen any of them documentaries and what have you, the Haight-Ashbury idea is very pivotal to it, right? So you got the hate, like that sort of peace and love, hippies idea, right? It was about peace and love. But in the middle of it, you had the hate idea. So it's like love and hate, right? Look at the signs. Now 6, yeah, 666, hex. You know what I mean? And of course, two sixes for a 12. So another 3 or 777. You know, plenty of hex. And the ashberry. So it's like we're trying to bury certain ideas, you know what I mean? Very strange stuff, right? Bear in mind they use a lot of voodoo and what have you, right? Again, right here from San Francisco Chronicle, December 28th, 1968. The death at here orgy. Yeah, a lot of hex. Just use yeah, 22 or 23 suspects. Yeah, just use hex there and same as what they know. Yeah. A lot of hex. Death at here orgy. 69 Royal Archer course. Yeah. Someone putting in some hex here about CIA and organised crime and all this. And they all here at Ashbury. The hex. Of course, the young hippie. The young hippie walks by here at Ashbury, right? And the hippie is like the horse, right? Like the Hippolytus, right? Of course, always the day with horse, like the idea of the Hippolytus and that, or the Hippolytes, or the hippies, you know what I mean? That they were horses. So again, it's our hormone type of stuff, right? The trans stuff, right? It's been trans stuff all the way, right? Of course, his son idea there, like this is room one of the most important second, third, you know. There's your 33 again. Christian theologians or whatever. And yeah, you know, basically trans code, right, for hormone treatment. Very important to the religion, right? The different one, Hippolyte, horse on harnesser. Equine facilitated. Hippolytus is a hunter and sportsman who's disgusted by sex and marriage. He worships Artemis, the virgin huntress. And a different one, this one, Queen of the Amazons. Right? So you can see how all the, you know, how this is just basically a code, you know, all these characters are just made up. It's all a horse code, right? Queen of the Amazons, and you know, another horse type idea and all this, right? Horse. Like these horses, metaphorical action. teasing it, the hippos, horse,